Well, after nearly 2 weeks of constant strong winds, summer has finally arrived in Cape Town, right on time for New Year's Day. Families from across the mother city have gathered in their numbers to spend the warm day together on the city's 72 beaches. Law enforcement are out in full force, with at least 2 people arrested for driving under the influence. A person was taken into custody near Camps Bay for being 8 times over the legal limit. A strict liquor policy on beaches applies across the province. Our reporter Mariska Botha spoke to the authorities.
We're standing in Victoria Road leading towards Camps Bay, one of the busiest roads in Cape Town today. People should just be aware that law enforcement is out in their numbers. Metro Police, traffic officers, the SABC as well, and people should be aware that random stop and searches will take place, and also testing for alcohol. There's a breathalyzer testing vehicle just behind me in the distance, and we understand already that 1 person has been arrested. But let's get straight into what's happening in Cape Town this morning. We're speaking to the Chief of the Metro Police, Mr. Wayne Leroux. If you could just join us. Chief Leroux, thank you very much for joining. Compliments of the season to you, first of all.
Thank you. Compliments also to the listeners and viewers out there.
Thank you. You've been very busy since early. What's been happening?
Well, this operational plan has been put in place for some time as our readiness for the tourists and also for a part of the festive season. I must compliment the drivers today. Most of them decided to come to our beaches a bit late compared to some areas. Normally we experience early morning people coming. But our message to people out there is, as much as we would like to celebrate with you, but let's be responsible. We cannot allow unnecessary drownings. People bringing alcohol to the beaches is a no-go. We're not going to allow that. Alcohol is going to be confiscated. Accidents on our public road. When you leave the beaches, make sure that you make alternative arrangements. Some people are still stubborn. They sit inside the vehicles, they're drinking, and then they want to go swim, and it gives the problems for the lifeguards again. So our message is, let's consider everybody. 1 death is one too many. We cannot allow unnecessary at the start of the new year. We're also preparing ourselves for the Tweede Nuwe Jaar that's going to take place tomorrow. So the city is very busy for the next couple of days. Beaches are busy. Enjoy yourself. Our tourist attraction, Table Mountain, is also one of our icons where there's a lot of traffic management along that corridors. But as you can see, we are taking a zero tolerance on our public roads. We'll be walking about on the beaches to make sure that people are also safe out there. And most important, as we prepare people leaving this afternoon, don't exceeding the speed limit. Consider everybody. I'm sure everybody will. Let's start 2024 in a positive light.
You've made some arrests already?
Yes, unfortunately, 2 arrests this morning early. People are 4 times over the limit. So it clearly tells you that people were partying late night. But if you do consume, please, especially when it comes to children, one of our things that we got also in place is that at our beaches we have normally the tagging system where kids can be tagged and the information is there. So in the event they get lost, the parents know exactly where to come. But some parents are sometimes irresponsible. They leave their kids with us and we have to look after them for 8-9 hours. And a traumatized kid is not a very happy child. So please look after your kids, make sure that the child is tagged, so in order to make sure that there's a safety. Because we are there to make sure that people, our visitors that come into our shores, and also the locals, they enjoy themselves, because this is a time for celebration, but there's also a sense of responsibility. That's more important to us.
Talk to us numbers. How many of your enforcement officers are out, and how many spot checks will there be across the city?
Well, as we're speaking, there's more than 700-800 officers, role players from all the services, traffic, law enforcement, Metro Police. We also have our drones that's monitoring certain problematic areas. We have the eye in the sky, we have our CCTV cameras and all these things. So we make use of technology. But the most important thing is we have an integrated approach. We also make use of the neighborhood watches, the CPFs, the people on the ground that can pass on information. So we value the input. As we're leaving today, we will be visiting the coastal areas. But most important is to make sure that people are leaving the beaches, they come and they leave also responsible. I think that's important.
Thank you very much. The Chief of the Metro Police, Mr. Wayne Leroux, talking to us. You heard the stern warning. Be careful. Please do not drink and drive. If you are still a little bit tipsy from last night's partying, rather sleep it off, stay at home, rest for the day, come to the beach on another time, because you will get arrested on the roads in the Western Cape, but also especially in Cape Town. If you are over the legal limit with alcohol, like you heard the chief saying there, a person 4 times over the legal limit in a car with other young people with him, don't do that. And the thing, of course, that we've seen so many times over the festive season, people had something to drink, go into the water, they get into trouble, and so often the person who goes in the water to try and assist ends up being dead. We've witnessed that a few times. Stay in demarcated areas to swim, and do not bring liquor to beaches at all. It will not be tolerated. You will be arrested. Other than that, have a fantastic day on the 1st of January out here in the Western Cape, in Cape Town. Be safe and enjoy yourself.